Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being here. I am, as you can see, attracted to the color green today, feeling very strong sense of um, healing, abundance, feeling very much as if um, there is a big uh, message from the universe today, from our guides. Our Archangel Raphael, who is the I feel like our Archangel Raphael is the spiritual physician, healer, and I feel like our angels, these guides, they kind of all go hand in hand with what they represent. Archangel Raphael, who represents healing, medical, physical, mental, emotional, all of that. And then I feel like Ascended Master Jesus is the healer of the ages, who also was a healer. But I'm feeling that beautiful alignment of sort of like a big shift. And I know a lot of us have been feeling this for a long time. Those of us who are in tune and who are in our spiritual fields, and who are seasoned spiritual um, beings. And that this message doesn't just apply to those of us who are tapped in, tuned in, but those of us who are will understand that this is a journey of sometimes long periods of healing, sometimes long periods of learning, growing, and finally closing out chapters and moving into new chapters. So it can be a haul sometimes. And always in our life, there are things that we wish would happen sooner, or we maybe put the intention out there for something to open up for us, but it doesn't happen immediately, and it can be disappointing sometimes. So I was tapped in this morning feeling as if the universe has a message for all of us. And there seems to be a big feeling of when is my fortune coming in? When am I, more money, more money, more money? And as part of life, that is, as part of being a human being, we need money, right? But there's nothing wrong with wanting more. And so I feel today that the universe has a message, and the card that popped out, um I was just looking at it, making sure I got the right card there, because it did fall out when I was shuffling. um Let me read it to you guys. Do you know the real reason the rich keep getting richer? No, besides interest income, besides pulling strings for them. Right, the thoughts they think, thoughts anyone can think, that make those other things happen. And so I feel like the universe is trying to tell us we have the ability, and yes, some people are born into riches and billions or millions or however much it is. Yes, some people are born into that. They are, because their parents were probably the thinkers and thinking about money, how to make money, and that it really wasn't an option not to have money and not to have billions. And so for a lot of us, it is it seems like a dream sometimes, like, okay, well, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Um, but those thoughts can keep us stuck. Okay. It's not, and I want to say this, it's not just about material money where our thoughts can keep us stuck. I was just having a conversation with my daughter because um, I just want to say, I'm not going to go into everything, but I want to say this. I want to go back to school and get some training to be a professional therapist. And my first thoughts were, At this age? Are you serious? Really, Naomi? That can't happen for you. And she said, Mom, you've got so much of your life left. You have to think of it that way. Don't give up because of the time it takes. And she said, besides, in between getting your license to be a therapist, there's so many options available to you. And I didn't think of it that way before. I kind of had the defeatist mindset for a moment, and it got me down. And she said, Mom, stop. Talk to a counselor wherever you're trying to go to school, and go from there. Because she said, Mom, this is what you're supposed, this is you. And so I thought about it, and I thought she's right. We can get trapped in mindsets, right, where we can be step up to the plate, so to speak, but then when it comes right down to, it's like I'm envisioning, and I'm seeing a batter at the plate getting ready to strike the ball as soon as someone pitches a ball. Well, when the universe throws you an opportunity, do you go for it? Do you go for the home run, or are you going to be afraid, right? And so that's what I'm feeling. It's like maybe it's my fear, but this, guys, I just wanted to say this. This isn't about me, but I'm using this as an example. Maybe when we think about money and self-value and a new career, a new home, whatever it is, maybe it's a spiritual career for you. Maybe you're afraid that maybe you don't have what it takes. Maybe you won't get the audience. Maybe you won't affect people the way you want to. And the universe is here to say, rearrange your thoughts. You have to align your thoughts, guys. I know that I can sit here and tell you everything the universe is trying to say, or support from the guides and from your angels. But until you align your heart and your mind, body, mind, spirit, it's going to be tough, because we're going to go back and forth with our mental mind traps, and we're going to stay stuck. And I don't want that for anyone. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for you. I think we need to pay attention to our thoughts and retrain our brains, guys. So when we start feeling doubtful, fearful, negative about something that we know that we're supposed to do, and it feels like it's so far out there, I feel like there's still probably something that has to be refined within us or healed within ourselves. And that's how we feel about ourselves. And so I don't know about you, but I'm tired of settling. I really am. And I want this future. I want to do what I feel I'm called to do. And I am, my other thought was, I'm not as young as I used to be, obviously. But if I never take a chance and I never try, then I have failed myself. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to sabotage myself. And I don't think any of you should do that either. We're here for a reason, guys. Everybody has a footprint here on this plane. And while we're here, it's important to follow our life purpose, to follow our dreams, and to make them happen. I feel like if you have a dream and you know you're supposed to be doing something, it's for a good reason. It's not just a, fly-by-night dream. It's something embedded in your soul. And so I feel that it's our obligation, our responsibility to follow our soul's path, okay? So the universe, I really love this card because it's such a simple statement, but yet so hard for most human beings to follow. And guys, I'm not perfect either. I do the same thing. I get into this mindset of, I don't know, I mean, it's money, it's my age, and I know there's plenty of room out there for therapists, but I start getting a little, thinking everything. And it's important, guys. It's important to plan things out too. It is. But it's also really important to not worry about should I or shouldn't I. And it's also important to realize that whatever it is your soul longs for, that's what you're supposed to do. Okay? Um So this card also fell out. So much more awaits you. There'll come a day when you look back at where you've been and where you are now and call these your warm up years. More love, more fun, more friends, more laughs, more thoughts, more things, more, lots more. Um, the universe. I love these cards. So what I wanted to say to that is that the universe is calling us, and it's almost like saying, I thought you wanted this. This was supposed to be part of your plan. Why are you backtracking now? There's so much waiting for you. So much more joy ahead, so much more stability, so much more freedom. And when I say freedom, I mean freedom of thought, freedom of feeling entrapped, freedom from your humdrum life, if that's what you feel you're doing right now, kind of in limbo land. But the universe says, all the time, I'm telling you, we are doing this in tandem. You have to work with me here. If this is what you want, you've got to not let any part of you hold you back. Okay? And when those thoughts come up, I can't, I won't, or I can't, I'm not sure this will work. It's this and that. Look at yourself and feel into what's causing those thoughts and negativity. So I look at myself and I know what's causing that. I can look back, I'm not going to go into it, but I can look back and I can tell you exactly why I have those thoughts. And it's important to observe them and not dwell on them and get mad at yourself for having them, because this statement right here, there'll come a day when you look back at where you've been and where you are now and call those your warm-up years. The other day, the last message I told you, I was telling a friend, I feel like everybody that she has been in a relationship has been a warm-up to the right one. And it's like that in all areas of our life, guys. These are all, if something isn't right, it didn't work out, whatever, it's a warm-up, it's lessons, it's practice for the right one, meaning job, home, financial stability, however that falls into your life. That's what that means. And the universe is here to say, I'm here. Are you going to show up? Not half-ass, but fully in your alignment of your body, mind, spirit. Because we need this to happen for you. You asked for this, it's part of your path. I'm trying to make this happen, but I can't hit a moving target type of thing. So it's the fluctuation in our thought process, guys. I feel as if this message was really important this morning, because I think some of us are, have kind of said, all right, so I've listened to reader after reader after reader, and my sign, they say I'm supposed to get money coming in. I'm supposed to have a new career. I'm supposed to move to a new home, this or that. Guys, again, I'm going to say this. The energy is right for you, but you have to move into that place where you have to be part of this. It doesn't just fall in your, I don't believe it just falls in your lap. I believe some things that are fated kind of just happen. But I also believe that other things, it's up to us to do our part too. And so the green, when I was looking at the green healing stones, I was thinking and I was feeling into how much we stay in our old karmic energy, in our thoughts, in our letdowns from the past, and how some of us have been sort of not feeling so good about yourself. Maybe it was past relationships that didn't work. Maybe it was a job that, they held you down, or you held yourself down. Maybe it was just those were all not right for you at the time. My daughter, she made a comment the other day. I think it was on Facebook, and she said, I was just having some memories about when I went to high school, or when I went through school, elementary, middle, and then high school. And she said, you know, I remember certain things where people treated me bad. And there were, those high school games that people play. It was like, I think she mentioned someone had a bet with someone else that he could get her to talk to him, and this and that, those kinds of things. And so my response to her was, sweetheart, those were all stepping stones. Those people weren't right for you. They weren't worthy of you. Such a mom thing to say, right? But it really held its weight, because I do believe that. I believe that throughout life it is a bunch of stepping stones. It is lessons learned. It is, some of them are meaningful relationships, and then they fade away, or they don't last, or people change, or they move away, or whatever. They're all part of a stepping stones along the way to get to where new experiences and new beginnings. And so it's sort of cyclical in life, and chapters in our life where it happens. Things change, we move on. Someone hurt our feelings, we have to heal from those hurts. And so all of those things can block our energy in getting to our manifestations, our dreams, our dream job, our calling, our life purpose, everything. Guys, we are such a huge part of this. Yes, 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 our guides will help us. The universe will work with us, but we have to make this a team effort between ourselves, yourself, the universe, and doing your part to heal the ouches and look at them in gratitude. Like, wow, that was a lesson learned. That really, I've had some doozies, let me tell you, some experiences, but it has taken me a while to realize, yeah, that really hurt. That one hurt like a bitch. But I'm not willing to keep myself down because that didn't work with that person. It never was meant to work with that person, place, or thing. You were meant to move on and find joy, find stability. You know what? Yeah, someone hurt my feelings. Yeah, someone hurt my daughter. Yeah, she was hurt by people, mean kids, and that kind of thing in school. But she is moving on now. And it's time to put all of those behind you with gratitude. Because you know what? And it made her sort of realize, I would never do that to anyone else. That's not who I am. It's not who, I ever want to be. And so you look at that, and you look at the experience that you had, and with gratitude, I made it through that. Thank God I made it through that. And then whatever lesson you learn from that, it is healing. It is beneficial to moving on to something better. Okay. So I wanted to just do this message real quick, and to let you know that you're not alone. You want money? You want more money? Open yourself up to it. You want new love, or a love that treats you with respect? Respect yourself. Do you want a lucrative career? How do you see yourself? How do you value yourself? What do you feel inside? Oh, for like me, I should have gone into this sooner. No, I shouldn't have. You know why? Because I wasn't ready. Now I'm ready to go into something new as a career, and I'm ready to spend the next half of my life doing what I love. Coaching people, counseling people, making a difference in someone's life, to help them find themselves, to help them find their joy, right? Because sometimes we need help to get there, guys. But we have to also allow someone to help us. And that's what the universe is saying. Watch your thoughts. Okay? The universe is trying to give us a hand right here. Hello, I'm trying to help you. Can you work in tandem with me? Watch your thoughts. Watch your how you feel about yourself. What did you learn from those past experiences? Oh, they're right, I wasn't worth it? No. That's not it. Well, they treated me that way, and now I can see that I would never do that to anyone else, but I can also see that they were so wrong because I am so much more worthy. I would never settle for that kind of lifestyle ever. And so it kind of is meant to build you up and move you past all of those things. Because look, guys, you're like gems that have been hidden away in a treasure box. And when you open up that treasure box, you can let the sunshine in, you can let your light, your beautiful light shine now and not be hidden away any longer. So get out there and do your thing, whatever it is you're supposed to do, and make sure that you you heal those negatives within yourself about yourself, because that's a huge key, that's a huge component in opening up the doors of new opportunities. Okay? Because you never ever want to carry something bad with you from one place to the next. Someone told, one of my bosses where I worked before told me that once. She goes, because she was leaving to go to a new job, and she said, Naomi, listen, piece of advice for you. When you leave for a new job, and someday you will, make sure that you always go out with grace, and that you don't carry bitterness with you if there is any bitterness. Never carry resentment, because it will bring that into wherever else you go, and that's not how it's supposed to be when you go into a new job, a new adventure, whatever it is. She gave me some sound advice. And I really, really feel like that is how the universe is, what they're trying to say, the universe is trying to say to us, is don't carry that with you. You want something new and shiny? Then don't add. I'm seeing like gold coins, right? I'm seeing how shiny they are, shiny new. But then you add some old, dirty, scuffed up coins that people have walked on, you don't know where they've been, and they kind of mar the image of what you have in front of you. So you can't bring those things with you into a new whatever, okay? So I want to leave that with you there and let you know that I'm still here. I have been feeling very, I'm transitioning to, how do I say this? Internally, spiritually, I am in a transition where I'm cleaning up the last of the old chapter. And so I've been feeling quiet in regards to doing readings right now, because Spirit says, believe me, there'll be plenty of time for that, but you've got to allow yourself to, your energy to sort of move out whatever doesn't belong and make room for the new. And so that's what's been going on with me. This is what I love. I love doing this. I love being here for you guys. I love being a messenger. And again, I could get on, do messages that weren't filled with spirit, but that's not who I am. I have to do these messages based on what spirit and what the collective energy is presenting to me. And so that's who I am. That's what I'm doing. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this message. Please have a beautiful day, and I will be back with you again very soon. Thank you so much for being here and supporting, and I love you all. Namaste.